You might have to wear a mask if you're flying to Thailand. PayPal Thailand is back and joints are being closed in Khao San. All these stories and more on today's Good Morning Thailand. Could you please take a moment to click the like and subscribe button? It helps us way more than you know. Hello and welcome to Good Morning Thailand, brought to you by British International School, Phuket. This is the lovely Natty Warisa.
Hello everyone, happy Friday.
And I am your host Jay, sporting the lumberjack.
Oh, lumberjack.
The Lumberjack Friday. Welcome. We've got a lot of topics to talk about today. Shall we just get right into it?
We should.
Okay. As always, we have timestamps after the live video where you can switch to the part that you've want to know more about. But we've got a lot of updates, we've got a lot of news topics. This might be, possibly, the longest GMT you've ever experienced.
It's either a yay or oh no.
Oh no. Oh well. Anyways, starting off with festivals for the capital. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen, if you're living in Bangkok, it's a good time to be living in Bangkok because the City Hall is working with the TAT to promote tourism in Bangkok, and they've come out with a plan, basically a festival for each month of the year.
Oh, I love festivals.
That's right.
That sounds like a treat.
Yep, they're going to organize a variety of festivals in the capital to attract tourists all year round. That makes sense, I guess. The Bangkok governor, Khun Chachat, said tourism will be a driving force for Bangkok's economic growth, spurring consumer spending and creating jobs for workers in Bangkok. Nadi, let me quickly ask you, do you enjoy festivals?
I think I made it very clear that I love festivals. I like the livelihood. I like it when people come together. But most importantly, I like the creativity.
Okay.
Because whenever TAT does something, they go big and hard.
Yeah.
Like, they're really fun.
Now, is there such thing as an overkill, though? A festival for each month of the year? Or is it the opposite? Or is it like people will just flock in because there's something for everybody?
I don't know. For me personally, I like a festival, like a different theme every month. I feel like once every 30 days is not that much for me personally. And for the tourists, I guess, like, say you like water sports or you like, I don't know, flowers, and then you can just kind of pick and choose which month you want to come to.
Okay. And it might help the low season of Thailand. So there will be no low season. That could be a solution. A festival for everybody. A global destination for Thailand. Well, it is already, but to improve on it. Well, City Hall's actually come out, and the BMA and the governor has come out and said, look, we're not great at planning festivals. Like, let's be honest. Like, we'll act as a facilitator and provide support in terms of utilities and infrastructure, but we need to work with the TAT because they do tourism and festivals, you know, the best. And they're the ones who are going to help us make this happen. I think it's a fairly honest take on this, you know. They didn't just go out and just start doing things by themselves. They're like, let's deal with the professionals. We clearly have the TAT who know how to do festivals and who do it well. And we already have Songkran, Loy Krathong. You know, Thailand does festivals well. That's one thing that Thailand does amazingly.
Yes.
Perhaps better than anyone else around the world. Slightly biased, but hey, why not come together and make this happen? It's going to bring in more tourism. It's going to help the economy. People are going to come all year round. Overall, I think it's a great idea. Would you agree?
I agree. I mean, come and visit Thailand because we have the sinuk sinuk and sabai sabai culture, which means like fun and relax culture. So if you've never experienced that before, now you have a reason to come to Thailand every single month.
That's right. The plan includes promoting the unique cultural characteristics of each of the 50 districts of Bangkok and organizing 12 festivals for each month. This includes boat racing, flowers if you're into nature and flower, outdoor cinema festivals. Who doesn't like a good cinema festival? Excuse me. And yes, the TAT and this will include the TAT's amazing Thailand Marathon, which could be promoted as a global event.
Wow.
Now, these activities will be filled with fun and help stimulate the economy using soft power at our disposal. This will make Thailand become the world's #1 tourist destination and boost people's income. That was a quote from the newly elected Bangkok governor, Khun Chachat. He's like a modern day Bruce Wayne, that guy.
Yeah, come on, Chachat.
What a hero.
Bruce Wayne. Actually, who is that? I thought of Bruce Lee.
Bruce Wayne's Batman.
All right, let's...
Not to be confused with the Chinese action hero Bruce Lee.
They're both cool. They're both cool superheroes.
A plan is also in the pipeline to develop Chatuchak Weekend Market into a world-renowned destination. Now, Chatuchak Weekend Market is the holy of holies when it comes to weekend market in Thailand. It's the biggest and baddest weekend market. Bad as in good, like Michael Jackson
Badass.
bad. Yeah.
Are we allowed to say that word?
What?
Okay, never mind.
Well, you've already
Really
said
good.
it. Yeah. But so, making it a world-renowned destination, I don't know what they're going to do. I think they should keep the vibes of, you need to go in a t-shirt or shorts, or you're just going to sweat away the massive amounts of water in your body. I hope they don't modernize the market. They need to keep the essence of the local Chatuchak market. But hey, maybe grow it, make it bigger, maybe make it grander, give it some more attention, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, touch-ups. Why not?
Yeah. Minor touch-ups. But I agree with you. They shouldn't completely modernize it, because this is what actually makes Thailand uniquely Thailand. The heat, the people having to dress in a certain attire, how the shops are laid out, very locally laid out, on the streets, like kind of spilling into the streets even. It's charming in its own way.
For those of you who are unaware, Chatuchak is basically a local market where you can buy not really fake watches. You could, but not really. But it's more for the, how do I explain this? The thin t-shirts with your favorite cold beverage in the front as a logo. Those kind of vibes. Good for shopping, good for food, good for buying pets. For some reason.
Well, actually, they have a whole dedicated section for fashion itself. I actually buy quite a number of my clothes from there. They're cheap, they're durable, surprisingly, and they're very unique as well.
You can bargain.
That's bargain.
Yeah, people
Part of the Thai culture.
love bargaining. Yeah. But something for everybody. So it's great news that the BMA and the governor and the TAT are all going to come together and make Bangkok the capital of Asia? What? Dare I said it. I said it. All right. Now let's move on to see what's going around Khao San Road, because we have a news article that we're going to talk about that police have been going around Khao San Road and closing down some joints. Nettie, you've got more information on this.
Yes, so I will be using some euphemisms, which I think you guys know what I'm talking about. So we all remember that the Greens, wink, wink, hint, hint, was decriminalized on June 9th, and was removed from the Public Health Ministry's narcotics category. But ever since then, the green shops have been sprouting up in almost every corner of the city. And because of that, police have closed all shops selling the greens on Khao San Road in Bangkok for operating without a license on a public road. Now, the police told the businesses that were selling the greens that actually they're not wrong, but it's illegal without a permission to do so. So what they're saying is that you can sell it, just get a legal permission, get like an official certificate that you can sell these. But what really got people angry was that a recent video that went viral showed a conversation between a green seller and a customer on Khao San Road. And the video features a seller actually rolling a green joint for a customer on the pavement. And the customer said very blatantly, "This is the only thing that makes me like this government, that they free up the greens for us very easily." Now, a lot of people are saying like, hey, you shouldn't be abusing the rules. The government did give the green light. So, be responsible. Don't sell it to everybody. Have you checked the minors' IDs and all of that? And the authorities said to the media that restrictions and measures are still under the commission's consideration, and that the laws to control the greens hasn't finished yet, but insist that they can handle it. So we're going to see a lot more people being a little bit more vigilant and a little bit more, how do you call it? You got to be a little bit discriminatory. How do you say it? Like, you be a little bit more responsible selling these things to people, and just have a license. Just do things legally, and everything should be under control.
That's right. I think we're going to be seeing more stories of, people just thinking that they can do whatever they want now that it's legal. But yes, there are some, you can't just set up shop and start selling it without any legal documents, because then you can't be regulated. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move on to our next. Every time I say ladies and gentlemen, I'm self-conscious now.
Oh no.
But let's talk about Chinatown. Now, Bangkok's Chinatown's woes continue because they've had a very rough week. There was a fire there. People unfortunately died because of the fire. But Natty, some news has continued. They've actually had more damage because of that.
Yeah, so Bangkok's Chinatown has been going through quite a rough week after a fire killed 2 people in Sapantawong district on June 26. A house collapsed actually yesterday morning in the same district. Now, the district is located beside the Chao Phraya River, so anybody who is near that area might have heard some collapse noises. The house's owner said the 2-story house was built 260 years ago and was the first Chinese-style building to be built in Bangkok. The tenant said that the section of the house caved in the early hours of the morning, waking him up with a loud noise. Luckily, there are no casualties and nobody was hurt, so that's great news. Now, the house owner, a 78-year-old woman, said the old house was built with no supporting beams whatsoever, which that newer houses are built with, so hence why the collapse. And the local police and authorities are inspecting the site and cordon off the affected areas. For me, this story, what's incredible about this is that the house had no beams to support it with, but it lasted for over 260 years. Isn't that incredible?
That is quite. Yeah, because as soon as you said like modern houses have support beams, I was like, I thought all houses had support beams.
Right.
Yeah. But,
not hers.
But not hers. But yeah, it's unfortunate that this happened. But hopefully this person gets the help that they need. A lot of people have been carrying, Yawarat, Chinatown is a very popular destination in Thailand. They've been receiving a lot of help, a lot of support from the government, and also people donating and going there to help out. So hopefully she gets some help as well, because she is quite old, 78?
78 years old, yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's good to help them out because that area, including the Sampeng market, it has a very rich culture and lots of history there. It's one of the places that the Chinese immigrants first moved in 1782. So lots of buildings have structures like the old days. I think it's like almost like it could be passed as a UNESCO heritage site. I don't know. It's beautiful. If you've never been there before, do have a visit.
All right. Talking about visiting Thailand, guess what? Some good news. PayPal Thailand back this year.
Ooh.
Hey. PayPal.
Payment.
Yeah. PayPal announced its service will be up and fully operational in Thailand this year under its registered company name, PayPal Thailand.
Yay.
That's right. To use the service, current users would be required to verify their identities via the Thai National Digital ID, and this process requires a Thai National ID card. Obviously, this is a problem for foreigners and tourists coming in. Now, PayPal had suspended its service on March the 7th last year in order to comply with the Thai financial regulations after Thai authorities asked PayPal users to verify their identities to prevent money laundering, but a lot of people couldn't be verified and therefore it was shut down. PayPal used to be operated through its Singaporean agency, but the new services will be operating under the registered company PayPal Thailand. So PayPal Thailand users would be able to purchase products and services. However, some bad news, they would not be able to withdraw money from PayPal.
Oh, then
from the PayPal wallet and transfer payments to a bank account at the moment.
Okay.
At the moment. PayPal, however, said more functions will be added later. So basically, companies and foreigners with a business account registered in Thailand, they already get a 13-digit taxpayer identification number. So they'll be able to purchase, accept money, withdraw money from a PayPal wallet and transfer it to a bank account. Foreigners with a tax ID will also be able to register with the new Thai PayPal services. So I guess expats living in Thailand or working in Thailand, they'll have basically a tax ID. So they'll be able to register. But I guess tourists won't be able to use it.
Okay.
Yeah. So the company added that they're working on transferring accounts of current users to the new PayPal Thailand. They'll start asking permission from August, and if they agree, they'll start transferring process near October.
Okay.
So some good news for, I guess, businesses and people who want to use Thailand and are working here legally.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. As for now, there's not much more to say about that. Hey, PayPal's back. Great.
Yeah.
Let me ask you. I've never really used PayPal. So I grew up living in Thailand. PayPal was never really a Thai thing. Did you ever use PayPal?
I have, because I guess like if I had to say it, like before coming here, I was a freelancer and I did a lot of voice gigs.
Okay.
And I had a lot of voice gig clients from abroad that would pay me through PayPal, or I would have to pay someone service to do whatever on Fiverr sometimes with PayPal. So
Do you mean you were a voice actor, or you just like recorded a message for someone?
voice actor.
Voice
I
actor,
guess like
okay.
yeah, did like minor projects here and
I
there.
thought people were just like, Natty's got an amazing voice. Natty,
Just use it.
can you wish me a happy birthday?
That'd be cool. I would do that for $10.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Cool. All right. Let's now take a break. Once we come back from the break, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday we went to a charity event. We've got an update and some footage for you regarding that. We're going to address your poll. We're going to release our latest Surat Thani teaser video coming out tomorrow,
So excited.
as well as some more topics about an open air film festival and wearing masks on Thai flights. That's all coming up on today's Good Morning Thailand. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Good Morning Thailand, and this show is brought to you by British International School Phuket. Natty, I can't rave more about BISP.
I know.
Have you checked out their website?
I will check it out right after GMT.
Do you know that BISP looks like Hogwarts?
You have mentioned that quite a number of times. The number one thing that I see is that they have
Yes.
very awesome outfits.
That's how it looks like.
Oh,
That's right.
How lovely.
Yes. Did you also know that BISP has the, what's it called?
No, I do not know.
Oh, actually, I told you about this yesterday. It's the IB curriculum, didn't
Oh,
I?
yes.
Yeah,
You did tell me.
I did tell you. But did I also tell you that growing up, there was only 2 international schools in Phuket,
Okay.
and the other one was irrelevant.
All right.
So most international kids, because the other school had an American curriculum,
Which is awesome, by the way.
which is okay, and then BISP was the only one with the British curriculum, and
Which is superior.
Kids only had 2 choices,
Uh-huh.
and therefore a lot of expats, especially a lot of expats living in Phuket, sent their kids to BISP. And I was one of those fortunate expat kids to visit this magical school.
How long were you there for?
10 years.
10 years.
That's right, from
Nice.
5th grade to 13.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want your kids to turn out like Jay,
No.
send them to
I am not a representation of BISP. I don't think they'd want me to be. Well, maybe they would. Who knows?
They probably would.
But yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you're living in Phuket or in the south region of Thailand, look no further than BISP for a great education, for amazing sports facilities, as well as just a good life.
And awesome outfits. Uniforms.
That being said, let's now thank Dominic Chan and Ken RQ for being Thaiger members. Thank you very much,
Thank
good
you.
sirs, for supporting the channel. We appreciate your support. And Natty, it's now time for the charity event.
Charity.
Yes. Kun Shai, roll tape, please. So we went yesterday to Onnut Soi 88. And we met up with Friso and Greg from the Bangkok Community Help Foundation. And we had a great opportunity to help people from this community. We actually had about 300 survivor bags, and we parked up in basically like a garage, and people came one by one to collect these survivor bags. We also had some cake for kids, because normally the kids are just standing and watching their parents, right? So the kids were able to enjoy some cake, and these survivor bags had some essential food and needs, enough to, for a couple of weeks for a family to basically have some food and to be able to cook some food. We also went around and gave life bags to the elderly who couldn't walk and make it to where we were handing out the survivor bags. So we traveled there, and then we went to basically this community that is built on a garbage dump, and they actually live in the garbage dump, and they recycle the garbage to meet ends meet. And that's what they do all day. So we had this great opportunity to basically, see what they go through, the work that they have to do, the living conditions they have, and we were able to help them with the little that we could do. And I'd like to give a big thank you to the Bangkok Community Help Foundation, Friso and Greg, for allowing us the opportunity to go to Unnut and do this with you. We were also able to give them a cash donation. I'm still waiting for the receipt so I can share that with all the people that have donated. And it was overall a great day. And just like to say thank you to everyone who's donated to the Thaiger for the last couple of months using the super chats on our live videos. Thank you to all the viewers who watch us every day. Thank you to all the members who are supporting us. It's because of all of you that we were able to do something like this. And, every little goes a long way. And we also met a super fan, Natty,
yes.
Henry, who actually found out where we were going to be. He got in contact with Greg from the foundation, and he actually was there helping out, volunteering, basically, using his time to help out give survivor bags. He met us. What a nice guy. I mean, extremely pleasant, extremely nice.
Very helpful.
Yeah.
He was the one who saved Jason during like a crazy thunderstorm.
There was basically a crazy thunderstorm near by the time that we were.
He's also here in the chat, right?
Hi, Henry.
Hi, Henry.
Hi.
Yeah, Henry Kim. Is that a Henry Kim? Pleasure to meet you too, Henry. Yeah, he actually put himself on the line. There was a thunderstorm going on. Jason had the camera, and he was basically left behind protecting the camera while we went up ahead.
Yes.
And Henry went back with an umbrella.
He sacrificed his umbrella for Jason.
And he protected Jason and the camera. So thank you, Henry, for volunteering. And
during the volunteer, I heard from Greg actually that when we visited the elderly people who couldn't get out of their beds, and when Greg gave them the the bag donations, one of them actually cried. She was very, very touched that somebody actually cared for the community and her in particular. So we're happy that we were able to help, we were able to witness that, and thank you once again to all of you for helping to make this happen.
Because that was one part. Like, I think most of the people, like, they just, it's also mental, right? It's not like physically they can't work, okay, they can't make money, but it's also mental because they just cry out of happiness that someone cares, that they're not forgotten,
Yes.
And thankfully we had this opportunity to be there and help these people out. It was a great experience, and we plan to do more and more. So thank you very much to everyone who helped, and thank you for your continuing support. Once again, to all the donators, all the members, and all the viewers who watch us every day. Every little helps. All right. Oof, I'm a bit emotional now.
Emotional.
Yeah. Looking at that footage, it just brings back those memories. Huh?
Yes.
It was a great experience. It was surreal. All right, Nettie, let's now address a poll that we sent out yesterday. Carmel, from the comfort of a 5-star hotel, sent out a poll saying Thailand aims to assemble electric vehicles domestically within a year. Did you know that?
I had no idea.
Well, faster than the previous target of 2024. So the question was asked, would you switch from your conventional car to an electric vehicle if money was not an issue? And 37% said, no, not a fan of EVs.
What?
That's surprising.
That surprised me.
In second place, with 35%, was yes, can't deal with the increasing gas prices, and 27% said, why not have both? Well, if you could afford 2 cars, then yeah, life is good. You high rollers, you. But 37% said not a fan of EVs. I'm shocked.
I am too, actually, not gonna lie, because when you read out that question, I was like, sure bet, of course EVs all the way, right? Because it's, number one, not gonna lie, it's a bit of a trending word even right now globally, that everybody's trying to go electric and digital and, doing things without kind of, like crazy using up resources of the earth. So yeah, I wonder why. Is it because you just don't want to get rid of your old car, or?
I'm not quite sure. That's interesting. It was, ladies and gentlemen, if you did take part in the survey, please let us know your feedback as to why you would not be a fan of EVs. Is it, the lack of infrastructure? Maybe they don't have enough charging ports. Maybe it's something new and you're not ready for the change. Perhaps you'd like to wait and see how things work out. Let us know your feedback.
But I will say this, though. In order to change from the current state of the cars that we have now to making it a completely EV society, it needs to be done gradually. Because can you just imagine, like, one day, okay, with a snap of a fingers, everything is EV. That means like a lot of production is going to go into it, manufacturing the cars. There's going to be tons of pollution. And what are you going to do with the old cars, right? So it needs to be done in phases, I think. But eventually, in like, let's say 10, 20 years, if everything can be EV, that's great. But if it happens tomorrow with a snap of fingers, I do agree, like, maybe it's not so necessary. Because there will be a lot of pollution from the old cars. Like, where are you going to put them, right?
All right. Moving on to Surat Thani. Ladies and gentlemen, our much anticipated video is actually being released tomorrow, and we have an exclusive teaser just for you. So GMT fans will be able to be the first viewers to view this teaser. So here's a quick teaser from Surat Thani.
Oh, I see it. Ken ba?
So cool.
Yeah.
Sub-zero degree pool.
Nephew, where are we?
Surat Thani is where the fun begins!
And welcome back. That was a quick teaser of Surat Thani, because it's where the fun begins, ladies and gentlemen. It's one of the proudest videos that I've had the opportunity to work on, and I think it's amazing to see how it's turned out. And I don't know.
I enjoyed that trip a lot. I felt like everybody that was on the trip, so it was Tan, the videographer, Jason, videographer, you, and myself.
Just me.
You're
I was just hanging around in the background like
I like the chemistry between all of us. I think we really managed to create such a beautiful video, and hopefully it would inspire you guys to also want to travel more in Thailand, because these are unseen places that we've been to. A lot of these places are pretty much untouched by tourists, especially international tourists. So if you want to check that out, like, do go and check it out. It'll drop tomorrow, right?
It will drop tomorrow around 2 p.m.
2 p.m.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That is something to look forward to this weekend. And also, members, we've actually made a special video just for you with all the behind the scenes, all the bloopers, extra clips, exclusive footage just for you, which we will be releasing today to members only. So that's something that members can look forward to. For now, let's talk about wearing masks on Thai flights. Nettie, you've got more information.
I do. So even though the Royal Gazette announced last week that mask wearing is voluntary, especially in outdoor and airy places, they still recommend that people wear masks in crowded areas and venues where social distancing can't be practiced, such as the BTS SkyTrain. Now, airplanes are no exception to that. So the Civil Aviation Authority of Thailand, or CAAT, has come out yesterday recommending that all travelers still need to wear face masks on flights, because an airline cabin is a confined area. So there's quote-unquote poor ventilation and all that, very crowded on the airplane. Now, a lot of people thought that this was fake news because the Royal Gazette said you don't have to wear a mask anymore, and it's voluntary. But the Anti-Fake News Center Thailand confirmed that the CAAT information was accurate. Wearing masks on board isn't a rule with a penalty, but the authorities recommend that it is for health and safety reasons. But the upside to all of this is that the Thailand Pass and COVID-19 insurance are no longer required for travelers who want to enter Thailand starting from today, July 1st, which also makes me, it just reminded me that this is the beginning of the second half of the year.
We're
July
in the post-pandemic phase, baby.
Yeah, we are. And lastly, the vaccinated travelers, you still have to prove that you have your shots already to enter Thailand. And unvaccinated people, you can still pass through, but you have to prepare for a negative result from a professional ATK test.
That is random though, that one, yeah?
It is random, but also what is a professional ATK test?
It's just a nurse that they found from a hospital.
Yeah. They'll just pluck you out of the line, pluck
your nose, is it? Okay, fair enough. Wow.
Pluckies.
Very nice. You somehow make it seem like a very enjoyable process, but it's not very much. Anyways, but yes, ladies and gentlemen, a quick note. There's about 400 people watching right now. Please click the like button if you're enjoying the show. All right, moving on to our last topic today, which is regarding Bangkok's Open Air Film Festival.
Woo.
Guess what, Natty? This is next month, and it's free.
Free.
It's
we love free stuff.
Yeah, Bangkok's Open Air Festival, Krung Thep Klang Plang, which means Bangkok's Open Air Theatres.
Klang Plang.
Klang Plang. It was written in English. Apologies. Okay. Rolls out the red carpet for the whole month of July. The whole month. There's a new movie. So they have a timetable of a movie every 3 or 4 days.
Wow.
That's right. The open air theaters will be held at a number of different locations throughout the city. And the first event kicks off on July the 7th at Lan Kong Mueang, space in front of the Bangkok City Hall near the Giant Swing. So near the Giant Swing, in front of the Bangkok City Hall, you can go and enjoy an indie movie.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and the festival is a collaboration between the BMA, Thai Film Directors Association, Thai Open Air Theatre Association, the Thai Film Archive, and Better Bangkok. Bangkok Governor Kun Chat yesterday announced that he hoped the event would bring happiness and smiles to the people of Bangkok, just like the ongoing garden festival in various public parks and spaces around Bangkok. Natty, do you enjoy film festivals? Do you like watching random indie movies that make no sense?
I am very easily entertained, so I would say yes. Yeah. I would enjoy the experience overall. Not sure if I'll enjoy the film itself, but just to be outside amongst the crowd, hearing birds chirping, and the wind, and the hot heat hitting your face. I mean, that's an experience in itself.
Sure.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. And you too can go enjoy watching indie Thai movies in Thai, mostly. You can find the full list of movies on thethaiger.com. But hey, it's a good experience. Why not, eh? And you get a proper music festival vibe. I never really understand some of the music festivals, because you go and watch 10 movies and there's a clear favorite. There's a clear crowd favorite. And then a really weird movie will win the top prize because it was artistic and groundbreaking and it was another level, and everyone's like, what? It made no sense, man. But that's how movie festivals work.
Gotta get into the head of the artists to understand.
Sure. All right. Yes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break. Once we come back from the break, we're going to answer your questions and answers, because the voice of God is here. She's here in the studio. We'll be back right after this.
Good Morning Thailand gets up to 80,000 viewers per week, and we'd like to weaponise our audience for you.
That's right. So if you have a business or property or even your house that you'd like to sell...
Private yacht?
Yeah, we could be in space.
I'm not sure about space.
Well, all you have to do is contact us on info@thethaiger.com, and you can hire us up to a day or even a week, and we'll go to your property and do the show live.
Good Morning Thailand, coming your way.
Welcome back. I have learned a new word, or better, how to pronounce a word.
Yes.
It's archive, not archive.
Thank you, viewers.
Thank you very much, viewers, for making me 0.5% better than I was yesterday.
Right.
Yes. Enter the chat, the voice of God.
Hello. I wish you could see her face as well. She's like, hello.
You did this yesterday, didn't you? You tried to mimic it.
Yeah, I tried very hard.
Okay, these are 2 comments before I go on to the ones related to the topics today.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Lynn said, Jay, move the plant before Nettie gets a hold of it again.
I know, she's
completely
obsessed.
forgot.
She's obsessed. I'm going to move
Yeah.
Josephine more towards me.
Diana S. said, Natty, your dress is beautiful. Red is totally your color.
Oh, thank you very much. I'll wear more red, I guess. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. When you talked about the plan to organize festivals every month, people were giving their suggestions and they also had questions. Text Symbol said Flower Festival Chiang Mai in February.
Oh, yeah.
That would be nice.
Good shout. Good shout, Tex.
Dominic Chan, our member, said, what about Tour de Thailand? Like just calling it Tour de Thailand. So
Oh, Tour de Thailand.
It's
But
a
why
festival
have
every
D, though?
That's right.
Tour de Thailand sounds
Tour de-
French.
Imagine,
Tour de
yeah, but
Thailand.
imagine in the future, people take 1 year holidays, and then they just travel through all the festivals from January to December, going to different provinces.
Nice.
Tour de Thailand.
Tour de Thailand. There you
Yes.
go.
Plan. What a shout.
Mackie, our member, said big businesses see a local market as an opportunity to dominate the market. This was more like an angry comment, like this is what big businesses would do if there was this opportunity.
Ah.
Yeah. Moving on. When you talked about the green shops in Khao San and that they're closed, Valerie Wand said that Khao San is ruined. Soy rambu tree is better. Have you
Is
been
it the
there?
soy next to it?
I have no clue what this soy is, but
Yeah.
the point was that Khao San is basically ruined now.
Why is it ruined? I think it still has pretty much the same vibes. Last time I visited Khao San, it's what you expect from Khao San. It's like, you've got those, you're wearing chilled clothes, enjoying mixed cocktails in buckets, getting wasted. What else is there to do there? Inhale some helium balloons.
Wait, Chai, but you know Rambu 3, ba? Do you know it? You don't know? Oh, man. Because Khao San is actually quite a long street. So there's one street where there's like a lot of debauchery going on, like clubbing scenes, got some girls on poles sometimes doing acrobats. But then when you walk further down into Khao Soi, there's like
Khao San.
Khao San, there are family-friendly massage places.
Yeah.
There's lovely, beautiful restaurants that are very authentically Thai. And then lots of street foods there that are not made out of insects and stuff like that. So I don't know if that is called the Rambrutri, but if it is, I agree with you. But if it isn't, I need to search what Rambrutri is.
Okay.
Okay. David Boston said the only thing dangerous about the green is getting caught with it.
Yeah.
Gotta hide it.
Okay. About Chinatown,
China.
a few people had a few things to say. 2 people actually. Mark Lynn said that it was built 200 years ago and no maintenance since.
Yeah, pretty much. We're talking about infrastructure, moving the power lines and this is that. Yeah, we're right. It's just kind of, they've just left it be. I mean, it's never really had a problem. It's just kind of there. And you don't need, it's like, why fix it if it's not broken kind of
Yeah.
mentality. But I guess now they're going to fix it.
Yeah, I think they have no option.
Yeah, and then an account called Steps said, are there any plans on working on the older buildings to avoid this sort of accident? Do they have a plan?
They've definitely not shared the plan yet, but I'm sure they're going to come up with a plan. A quick word. Valerie Wand says Rambutri is behind the temple at the bottom of Khao San.
Ah, it is that one.
So you are,
It is,
right?
yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's very nice. Oh, we should go there as a tiger outing.
Yes, to the family-friendly massage.
Yes.
Dominic Chan's going to join us.
People are a little bit suspicious about that family-friendly massage.
Oh, it's definitely family friendly because I go there sometimes, yeah. So if you
Okay.
see like a small Chinese lady getting her feet massaged, that's me.
I think you might have answered this already, but then I just wanted to address the question anyways. Hans asked, is PayPal Thailand a separate entity, or can I use it to pay in Thailand with funds from my US PayPal account?
Excellent question. And I'm sorry, Hans, but I cannot. Look, the point is it used to be operated from Singapore. Now it will be PayPal Thailand. So I'm guessing it's going to be a Thai entity because how else would you be able to verify yourself using the taxpayer ID. So, but I can find out if you are interested in PayPal Thailand. Perhaps we can make a quick video about it. So thank you for your question, Hans. We shall get back to you.
Yes. Okay, when you guys talked about the charity work that you did yesterday,
Yeah.
a lot of people wanted to say that it was a great job. Henry Kim was like, woot woot. Like, yeah, just before I said that he's here in the chat.
Cool.
Trap in Paradise said, this is awesome, nicely done. And Dominic Chan asked, do you do the charity regularly? The Thaiger should do one for the refugees near Mae Sot.
Well, we plan to do a lot more. We're going to start with the community closest to us, and hopefully, I think last year we did a really big one, and we raised almost $1 million.
Wow.
Yeah, we raised not almost. We raised $1 million baht, and we were able to share that with charities in Bangkok and in Pattaya. Hopefully, maybe we'll do one later this year. If not, we will definitely all the super chat money and the donations that we get from YouTube, that's being collected to do more and more of this charity work.
Okay.
I think the next plan we have two plans that Greg was telling me that they do. One where they go and build houses for people in these communities, as well as we're going to go to a food distribution, like a food bank, where we're going to go to some communities and basically provide them with food. Yeah.
Okay, now on to the survey about EVs. Hans asked, will Thailand be manufacturing batteries too? And this, I think this is something that you commented, like if EVs become a big thing here, they actually have to produce other things as well, not just the car.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like, for example, Tesla's just going to bring cars from America or China, wherever they produce their cars. And I think America, they produce it. I might be wrong. Someone's going to correct me. Anyway, my point is Tesla's just going to bring their cars to Thailand. It's not going to be reassembled or anything here.
That's why it's crazy expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Also, Hans asked really tough questions. Good questions, but they're tough
What
to
did,
answer.
what did he ask?
Luca said, I'd rather drive a tuk-tuk.
Oh, I would totally drive a tuk-tuk. Actually, I kind of wanted to drive a tuk-tuk just for fun.
Really?
But I didn't know how to get my hands on one. But yeah, if I do, you'll see me driving a tuk-tuk.
Nitban said, I will drive a Tesla if Jay buys me one.
Jay, you must buy someone.
Jay must
I've
buy
only
someone.
seen one Tesla. I've only seen one Tesla so far, and it was in Silasha for some reason. It was very beautiful car. Very expensive. But like, I guess in America, so are Teslas generally really expensive?
No, not really.
Because like I always see that, like when I'm watching YouTube, I'm also watching foreign vloggers in US, and they're always like talking about, oh my God, you got a Tesla? As if he's got a Ferrari. Like for me, it's like, oh my God, you have a Ferrari? You've got a Lamborghini? And then people are like, oh my God, you got a Tesla? And I'm like, why is he excited for a Tesla? It's just an EV car. Well,
it's the future.
I guess living in Thailand, we don't really care because we don't have any Teslas here, right? But I feel like the younger generation or Americans in general love the idea of a Tesla.
Yeah, because it's not about the price of the product, Jay, that people are... it's not like
It's technology.
more expensive, yeah. It's not that more expensive is better. It's like, oh wow, this is the future. Like, this is how you flex now.
Okay.
It's like
I see.
being like
Look at me.
environmentally friendly and all that.
All right. You made your point. This is like, look, I don't even need to drive.
Yeah, look.
Okay. You just roll down your
Hands-free.
window and you flex like, what's up, buddy? Oh, you're driving? You're still doing that thing? Oh, poor you.
Oh.
Well, I guess I get it now.
Yeah.
I get it now. All
The
right.
chat is correcting us though, that the Teslas are expensive.
Okay,
Considered
Teslas are
expensive in the
Yeah,
US.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Cool. I guess they're expensive there as well. But I mean, yeah,
In
they have so
Thailand,
many
it's
tax
crazy
write-offs.
expensive, though. Like
300% tax.
300%, yeah. It's like I don't know. You could buy, like the low tier Porsche, maybe. Like it could go up
Porsche's
to
5 million.
Yeah. See, okay, so Tesla is 9 million. Like the top tier of Tesla in Thailand, if you want to buy it, it's close to
The
9 million.
cheapest Porsche would be 5 to 7.
Right.
Is that secondhand? Okay, never mind. I'm thinking secondhand.
All right.
Secondhand, 5 million.
So more or less a Porsche.
Yeah. All
Do
right.
you say Porsche or Porsche?
I say Porsche.
Okay.
Is
I
it
heard
Porsche?
boy.
I think Porsche
I
is a
don't know.
Thai way of saying it.
No, I think I heard a couple of Americans say that, but I don't know.
Porsche is what, German, right?
Ah, Porsche.
That
I
was just-
cannot do a
That was
German
weirdly
accent.
Japanese. I don't know what that was.
All right, let's move on.
Okay, fill in the gaps. I'm going to
Yes,
find
yes,
out.
yes. Keon Noon said EVs are great, but the charge time and the lack of charging stations in rural areas here in Thailand make it unsustainable in the short term.
That is true. That's why hybrids are kind of the in thing right now. I think a lot of Toyota and Nissan cars are coming up with a lot of hybrid stuff.
Yes.
I can hear myself. Oh, are you looking how it's pronounced?
Yes, apologies.
Oh, yeah.
I hear your voice.
There are also Facebook viewers. You can say hi to them.
Hi, Facebook viewers. Thank you for tuning in. How many of them are there?
12.
12, a dozen of you. Thank you very much. You can also click in and give us a like if you want. That'd be really great for our algorithm.
Okay, sorry,
Yeah.
excuse me. You were right, Nelly. It's Porsche.
Hello.
Yeah,
In German.
Everyone was spelling it. It's like, you can see in the chat, it's like Porsche or Porsche. Porsche.
In German, it's Porsche. Franco 7. I trust Franco 7, but I think Franco's German, if I'm not
Franco.
wrong.
Is it because his name is Franco?
No,
Oh,
Franco
Porsche
7
is
is he's also in the Discord server for members, so
right.
he's a regular viewer and a big fan.
Since
sorry.
well, since Franco is a big fan and he is a member, I want to address this. He did write in earlier in the chat. He says, Natty, you were wearing yesterday some pink orange clothes and you were in the evening of Terminal 21. I saw a woman that looks nearly like you, but she was wearing a mask. Number one, no, that wasn't me. I was not at Terminal 21, but if you do see me on the streets, I would not be wearing a mask. So
Yeah, she's
that's
a
not
rebel.
different.
I'm a rebel. So
Natty
that's how you
where
would tell.
You can see, you can feel and see her presence.
Yes.
Maskless out on the streets of Bangkok.
Rebel me.
Not rebel, but
No, not
yeah,
really.
just
A
standing up
renegade.
for your rights.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Any last comments, Carmel?
No, I don't have any.
So yes, a lot of people.
But
Franco
2-1
7 is German. Okay.
Yeah,
Are you-
212
yeah.
Roger, I remember, said that Mr. Porsche pronounced it as Porsche.
Yeah, Porsche. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicago sends greetings. Thank you very much, Scott
Hi,
D.
Scott D.
Mackie's also in the chat. Oh, Travel Fun, one of our latest, one of our newer members,
Yes.
says, "Is Natty driving a Porsche?"
Haha, I wish. In my dreams, I am.
What is your dream car?
Honestly, a Tesla.
Is it really?
It really is.
What?
Because it's not about the price, once again. It's about, like, the future. I'm supporting the future, and
Okay.
it seems like a cool car, and I like the design of it all.
You're a good person.
Thank you.
What's your favorite car, Jay? Well,
Oh, what's your...
Oh, yes, yes.
for
What's
asking.
your
I didn't
favorite?
know yours. Okay,
What car do you want?
Without even telling me. I
Yes.
know. It's a Ferrari.
Yes, it is.
Because you want to
Ferrari.
Ferrari, because you want to be part of the club.
Exclusive club.
That's the only reason?
No, because it's just an amazing car. It's
But you can hardly
engineering at its
drive it
best.
in
It's-
Thailand.
It's the history, Natty.
Okay.
What do you mean hardly drive it in Thailand?
You can't... Okay.
I'm not going to drive it
Ferrari-
within Bangkok. I can drive it around somewhere else.
Yeah, it's not about the traffic even. It's about the bumpiness of the planes.
I'd rather
of
be
the-
bumpy in a Ferrari.
than in a Tesla. But Tesla's made for crazy stuff.
Sure. No, I'm no doubt saying that Tesla's a great car and the future and blah blah blah, EVs, yay. But a dream's a dream is a dream is
It's a dream. I can't argue with your dream.
Thank you. Ferrari EV in the future. Who
Oh,
knows?
okay.
Probably
Well, that
Ferrari EV. Yeah.
that does sound interesting.
Hans C. Schellenberg says, "I love our Toyota Fortuner." We actually drove a Toyota Fortuner when we were in Surat
It
Thani.
was so fun.
It was so fun, and it was a huge car. It was strong. But can I be honest?
Yeah.
When we would Surat Thani, at points, they have these long 20, 30 kilometer roads that we just were driving in a straight line. And at one point, we were hitting, once you hit about 100, 120, I'm not going to lie, it feels quite light. So when I look at the Fortuner, I'm like, oh, this is a strong car. Like, I feel like a man, I'm like taking a step on, you feel cool when you have to take a step to get onto the car.
Yeah.
But yeah, when we're driving a bit, getting a bit speedy on the roads, I was like, yeah, just a little and we're gonna fly off the road. Especially on the turning, you have to slow down a bit. Otherwise, you feel like it might. You feel like it. Maybe you probably wouldn't, but I feel like the car's gonna flip over.
But you were driving at 200 kilometers per
shut
hour.
up.
Come on, like it was
I was
so
not
fast.
driving at 200. It was at least 180.
But,
Wow,
there we
that-
go.
that's
I
still
wasn't.
high.
I really wasn't. No. Maximum we ever met was 100, 120. We followed the road rules.
Oh yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly.
That's true.
Anyways, moving on swiftly and quickly. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've come to a natural end. It's the SUV version of the world famous Hilux. Oh, Nissan GTR, good car, good shout. Ladies and gentlemen, 400 people still watching us live. Please click the like button if you've enjoyed the show. For Nettie's pink dress.
My pink
She's
dress.
got flowers on it.
I have flowers. And for Jay's Lumberjack Friday.
Yeah, for
sure.
Lumberjack Fridays, please click the like button. Also, 45% of you are not subscribed.
Shock.
Probably not the live viewers, but I'm guessing there are some in the live viewers right now. You're watching us live right now. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already.
Yeah.
It will really mean a lot to us.
More.
More than you think.
More. You
Yes.
gotta blow them kisses. More.
Okay. Definitely. Travel Fun says, is that plant dividing you guys or can you cross over? I'm not too sure.
Ta-da!
Oh no. She's a
Magic.
rebel. She's born a rebel, this Natty Warisa. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, 50 minutes. I think it's been a very good episode today. I hope you've had fun. Nettie,
I had a lot of fun.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
And also thank you to Kamal.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you to Vishai. And also we have a new member joining our team today. His name is Hot.
Hot.
As
hot.
in, it's hot.
It's hot in here.
That's right. He's going to be the newest addition to the Thaiger video production team, editor/videographer. And on this very first day, Hot, I would like to say,
Welcome.
welcome.
You're running out of words?
Yeah. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you have a great day. Today is Friday. We hope you have a eventful and a safe but fun weekend. Tomorrow morning, Tim Newton will be doing his weekend update. We have the Surat Thani video. Surat Thani video coming out at 2 p.m. We're going to shoot Tiger Bites, Natty Warisa's second time on Tiger Bites today. It's the return of Tiger Bites on Sunday.
I'm ready.
Yeah, we've had, a 2 or 3 week hiatus from Tiger Bites. We've got
Yes.
some juicy comments for you.
Lots.
And, possibly other videos as well. We've got one on Chinese electronic trains.
Oh.
So it's a fun-packed Tiger weekend, so you can look forward and stay tuned for that. For now, we're going to say goodbye here from Good Morning Thailand. We'll see you live here again at the studio with Natty on Monday. So take care, bye-bye, have a great weekend.
Jazz hands.